Hey, what's up, you lovely people? Frank Valkyria here. Welcome to the channel for another day, for another reaction. Guys, thank you so much for the support, for showing up, for being here, for doing stuff. I gotta ask you a little favor. Just keep the channel varied. Let's keep the channel as varied as possible. Let's inquire, let's find out, let's explore. Let's do stuff together, alright? I'm really enjoying doing a little bit of reaction here and there, a different band of this country, the other country, the other country. We gotta love each other, eh? Not intimately. We don't have to get cozy in the bed or whatever, but we gotta love each other. How about that? And on that note, let's go. First time reaction. Some of you demanded, requested Planet Hemp. Mantenga o rispetto. Mantenga o rispetto right there. Eh? This is a band that probably values whatever is produced from the plant of the hemp. I'm just saying. I used to cherish the production as well one time ago. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go. Got the lyrics right here. Nice.
E preste atenção, bota se abre e aumenta o poder da visão. Isso é o meu compromisso. E se eu fumo, ninguém tem nada com isso, não. Preciso da sua postura, a minha segurança eu passo na cintura. O hipócrita, os valores não. É tanto preconceito que eu não aguento mais. Se você tem amor pelo que tem no peito, mas mantenha o respeito.
I see D2 here, and I'm just wondering the game of word, what it is, and then mantengo rispetto. Very fast, nice. There is a nice mix of Run DMC, right? The Run DMC, and also, of course, a little bit of Limp Bizkit. I always do that reference because the type of sounds is very similar. I don't know if this band was like in the late 90s coming out. It feels like it. It feels like maybe it was that kind of movement of putting rock, rap, and a little bit of metal together. Very lovely rhythm. And of course, there is that layer of, let's say, the neighborhood and the kind of voice from the underground, from I want to say maybe the favelas, the ghetto, the areas of which they're less privileged, the urban life, the people on the street, the real people witnessing how life takes place in all different layers, of society, from the more grittiness to the more spoiled quarter or whatever. So it seems like there is this kind of intention perhaps in this band, especially when I read, I don't know, I'm reading this first part here that says like, I assume, se eu fumo ninguém tem nada comisso. And if I smoke, probably means, and if I smoke, nobody has to care about it. It's nobody's business, probably, right? Ninguém tem nada com isso. If this phrase means it's nobody's business, it's kind of cool that I got that. Eh? Maybe not. Let's go.
O que acontece, vou contar. Quando eu fumo marihuana, como eu fico. Além do que me acontece de me chapar, faz olhar. Me fascina, me ilumina, deixa a cabeça no lugar. Nobody move, nobody get hurt.
Ninguém se move, ninguém se machucará então.
Nobody move, nobody get hurt.
Respeita a bomba, tem gente no lugar.
Eu fumo porque eu quero sentir os efeitos do raga. Porque
I like this voice that he has this peculiar kind of growl in it. And I like also the English phrase that he's using. I think he's saying the same phrase, but of course in Portuguese, and then he repeats it again in English. Ninguém se move, ninguém se machucará então. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Machucará. I loved it. New word of the day. Machucará. Eh? Also, probably it's not such a nice word. Feels like when you put the stuff in the grinder, It's like, all right, I'm going to make a smoothie, and I'm going to what is that? And I'm gonna manchukara this apple and this banana together. All right, that's how it feels. Anyway, I like the voice of this guy. I don't know which one of the yeah, I don't know his name, of course. I don't know which one of them is the singer that has like this nice growl, but it's pretty cool.
Quem gosta disso já nasce no sangue. Rafael Cielo, vou roubando com T-Rex chapa. Porque eles querem me pedir de palha fumaça. Então, se liga, meu irmão.
I wonder if he's referring to an episode where, I don't know, the police kicked in or went into whatever they were. I wonder.
Essa é a situação.
Sinto o groove do rock, o peso do refrão. D2! Mas não tem respeito. D2! Mas não tem respeito. D2! Mas não tem respeito. D2! Mas não tem respeito.
Wow, we got a little bit of scratch. That's old school. That's pretty cool. I like that, actually. I like the guitar with this sound. Actually reminds me also a little bit of some effect that perhaps Frusciante uses on the guitar. It feels like a little bit of that influence there, at least for me, of course. Could be.
Enquanto uns choram, outros vêm e os devoram. O meu pensamento não é como o seu. Tabaco ou maconha, o que te envergonha?
Eu não sou menos digna porque fumo maconha.
Me contem aonde eles se escondem atrás de leis que não favorecem vocês. Então por que
Wait a second. I heard something. And now so menos dingo. Porque fumo maconha. I need to know right now what's maconha. All right? Why is this guy less because he's smoking maconha? Eh? We gotta know.
não resolvem de uma vez? Põe as cartas na mesa e discuta essas leis. Planeta tempo, meu irmão. Criminoso, porque eu luto pelo direito dos nossos. Pessoas inocentes morrem, vamos mais gelado, eu uso bem. E não vou fazer nada, tem que parar com isso, acabar com essa matança. Enquanto tem gente morrendo, tem outros enchendo a pança. Mas se você quer brigar, põe a barba de molho.
It's actually very nice. Instead of a beat, you know, like just to have the real drum, it seems, just going, and that guitar that keeps repeating, of course, could be a loop, but to me feels like, you know, like just a normal, like rhythmic section with the electric guitar slightly distorted or something, and it feels good, like this mixture between a beat, a rap beat, with the real band, you know. I think immediately for me makes it more interesting, you know, that there is also a musician playing it instead of just being like a computer generated or assembled piece of, you know, tune or music that people sing just on top of it. And I also don't have much against it, honestly, but this feels organic, feels much more organic.
É dente por dente, meu irmão.
Olhe por olho.
Se você tem amor pelo que tem no peito,
D2!
mas mantenha o respeito.
And I like it because there's also this very nice sonority that reminds me also of Nirvana in this like riff, you know, this kind of chorus, which I don't know, just those little different mixes of different genre, you know, even though the song is a kind of like I would say, to be fair, kind of simple progression, because probably of course a lot of the power, it's not only in the riff. Just a second, I'm warming up. Not only in the riff, but also of course in the nice flow of the story here, which I'm sure you that speak Portuguese, you also grasp the nuance of the game on words, and of course enjoy the speed with the meaning, because that's also something that it's part of this type of music. And I enjoy it very much also when of course I understand in English. Very good rapper, and those guys, they've seems like a bit more old school type of way of rapping, you know, like really from the 80s. I seem to understand some stuff here, for instance, like "Ma se você quer brigar, ponha a barba de molho." But if you but if you want to have beef with me, basically, you know, want to argue or have a beef with me, conmigo è dente por dente. With me is tooth to tooth. You know, like we say the same thing in Italian. Dente per dente, occhio per occhio, which I assume is also saying here, meu irmão, my brother, I guess, irmão. It's eye to eye for an eye. Se você tem amor pelo, que tem no peito. Se você tem amor pelo. Pelo means, if I remember correctly, it's an expression of a little bit of slang to say something that it's cool, that it's good, right? If you have like some good love, maybe that you have in your chest, and then the chorus kicks in. I think I understood a little bit more here in this song, I have to be honest. Nice, actually would have been nice this last part that was going a little crazy with the electric guitar to go on a little further, but they just instead cut, you know, straight, and, you know, for whatever reason the song it's 3 minutes 10 seconds or so. Almost 3 minutes 20 seconds. Alright, 3 minutes 17 seconds, boom, finished. Very intense. There is a lot of, there are like one shorter verse, chorus, longer verse, chorus, another longer verse, and then ends with the chorus. So there is quite some lyric, I have to say, and I'm sure I could enjoy more if there was a little bit of contest to the song, which I look forward also to read in the comment section from you guys. And nice, I mean, really nice infusion of old school rap with that kind of late 90s sound. Like I said, it reminds me a little bit of Limp Bizkit or those type of bands that were coming out in those times, you know, in those days where there was a lot of playing around with the metal, with the hard rock, and with rap and the loops and so on and so forth. So pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I don't know if those guys are still around, but if you want to see more of this band, let me know. If you want to see other artists, let me know. If you want to see some of my stuff, go check the links below. And I just want to thank you again. Thank you so much for supporting the page. We keep going on. We keep growing. And don't forget to, I don't know, close the water. It's a renewable energy thing, you know? Make sure that you put off the light at night. I don't know. Just saying. I wanted to say something different, just didn't come. The coffee didn't reach my brain yet. That's the problem. Ciao.